Well, hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. Hope you are well and welcome to my little speaking space. Oh boy, my poor little Viper. In the previous episode, this ship got totally annihilated. I think it should still be laying there unless they cut it down. Because oh boy, we got our butts handed to us with that one because I got fully distracted there with the build and repair system. But that would have been a much easier way to loot the base over there, especially with those welders in the inside of their hangar. So I still got a couple of windows to finish up, the jump drives as well as the shield. But that shouldn't be taking too long. Little bugger has also been hard at work. He's been gathering the platinum and I've just been manually flying out to go and collect the magnesium that we might need, so I definitely don't want to be in his way when he starts lifting off because he's still flying like an absolute maniac. That guy is absolutely ridiculous. So then let's just come and land, lock ourselves down, just make sure the lights are off and we're good to go. That should be the last bit of magnesium around there. So then let's take a look here what's going on. I still need to do this on the other side as well and finish up my windows. But speaking of, so we're more than halfway down on the PCU limit. Shouldn't be too bad. Everyone should still be able to build. Now what's going on with you? He's finished mining as well. Alright, so if that's going to be the case, let's unlock and then just get him turned off so it doesn't burn through the hydrogen. And that should set us over for the platinum that we needed. I don't know, I'm still rubber banding quite a bit. I think it's my internet. Right, let's get this going. So we still have a couple of weapons over there. We need to add a few down that side and I still need to close off this little section. It is closed off here with windows so you can't enter in unless you grind through or walk around, apparently. Well, quite interesting. I didn't notice that. Then we got our other little build and repair here for the bottom side. With a nice little seat over here to just check outside. I think this is the projector for the station. I still need to rename everything and I need to change this last conveyor somehow. Maybe change it into a cargo container. The reactor room is up and running. Our hallway is looking good. Then everything else seems to be working perfectly. Hydrogen storage is over there. For some reason the Viper had the tanks turned off. I don't know why that would be. Because we were definitely flying there in the last episode before we got shot down. It just absolutely destroyed. So resources are not doing too bad, but we got no superconductors left basically. And I'm definitely going to be running out of gold. I've got 2.5k left. And I think in order to make the shield as well as the jump drives, I needed just over 5,000 and I had 4.3k if I remember correctly now. But platinum shouldn't be an issue. We got 45k to work through, 77k for magnesium. Not too bad at all. What's going on over here? So we got just under 1 million steel plates. Where are my interior plate? Oh my goodness, 2.1k. That's running really low. Then we got 63k metal grids left. That is fine. Computers are good. Radio communications, we don't have much left. Same with the large steel tubes. That's also running ridiculously low. And also the display. And why are the weapons firing? Oh no, this is an abomination attack again. Oh, come on, you buggers. I really can't afford this. Now, where's this one spawning at? Seems to be at the side here. I don't have much defenses this side, do I? Where's it going to be? Oh, it's here at the back. Right, there we go. So this one is definitely shooting right through the shields. I don't know why that keeps happening. So that doesn't make much of a difference. We just have to disable this guy and then shoot through his shields and we should be fine. Oh boy. Yeah, keep your target focus on me though. Can definitely see the shield kicking in, but I don't know why it keeps shooting through. You can go around quite a few times and then just see that there's a bit of damage. Come on, weapons. Oh my goodness, I took all of the ammo basically when I went for that raid. I forgot. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, we survived. We definitely survived. Oh, thank goodness for that. Yeah, this is quite a bit of a hot one that I had to come back from now. Just getting the basic resources in order to get everything up and running. And I don't think I have enough uranium to really make quite a couple thousand of those artillery turret ammo. Let's see here, we got 5.6 million iron, so that is definitely good. Magnesium is looking good as well now. Got 8.9k, I think I can make a few. Yeah, I definitely think I can make quite a bit. Let's come and take a look here. How much is it going to be taking up here? Yeah, I'm really worried about the superconductors there as well. So this is taking up 0.03. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. So if I select 2000, it's going to take up 66. So you know what, let's make it 5000. And then let's get a couple thousand of this as well. And I think the Gatling guns are the only ones working at this point. So let's do that as well then. Okay, so this is going to keep focusing on that as the main thing. Superconductors. And only when that runs out, it should start making the ammo. Unless we move this behind the queue then. Okay, that seemed to work. Yeah, I think the ammo is going to be quite a bit more important, especially if another attack is going to be spawning in. And then I'll also need it to make something else. Who the heck was that? A truckie. Okay, so there's another one online. Yeah, this is really busy today. Right, let's take a look here. I'm going to be needing bulletproof glass. I think, you know what, let me make a couple thousand. What else were we short on? Interior plate, we need a hell of a lot more than this. So is my ship actually fully built or not? Let's take a look here in the projector. Just get out everything else hidden. So this was the one that I was using. It's placed on the station. Okay, so this doesn't show us anything because I think it's been disconnected there. So that's the one for the station. We're missing a connector. Armor blocks ×3. And my projector is out of bounds. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. So the one for the Viper, it shows that only one more turret needs to be built. Okay, that's fine. I think it should be on the underside. We can see it from here. So let's go and grab a look there real quick. I think it's going to be those blocks. The one sloped like this going downwards. That's causing a bit of an issue with this one. Yeah, I think it's going to be that. So I'm going to have to disconnect the Viper and just fly it up a little bit in order to get that weapon built. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. And then we also have our other build repairs over here. Doesn't seem like they're doing much though. Well, I guess they can't do much without the components, can they? So let's come and grab a look here. Is my shield built yet or not? Okay, finally, I think that one should be done. Then let's just come and take a look if the shield controller is built as well. Then we should be able to have some shields. Finally, my windows are getting built. Yeah, we're way somewhere here in space. Don't know why it shows a static grid. It should be the station. I did rename it. Definitely take a look at that and just get it fixed if it's not going to be proper. Might have been while the server was having some issues. Now that was crazy slow. It seems like we're missing quite a bit of power cells as well. Yeah, that's something else I'm definitely going to be adding into the queue. So let's just add another couple thousand. And hopefully that will tie us over. So according to this, it's going to be one of the rail guns. It's going to be 2, 4, 6 of the 8 jump drives, I think. So we do have 2, finally. That should allow me to jump to a place where I can get some much better uranium. And also quite a bit more gold. It does seem like all of the gyros are done. Oh no, we don't have our large reactors. Holy bugger, and that's going to be 2000. I forgot about this. Isn't that going to be silver? Reactor components, yeah, that's silver. Oh boy, and that's going to be 4000 just to get this done. I think I should add just 2000 more if we need to do some repairs as well. Our cargo storage running up there, so it does seem like most of the blueprint is the correct way. But these needs to be changed over to heavy armor. This entire ship needs to be moved over to heavy armor. Because light armor didn't survive long at all. And the way they took out my tanks here underneath, that was just way too ridiculous. It took us out crazy quick. Yeah, but not too bad. Hydrogen is definitely filling up finally. Thank goodness I did notice there about the tanks because it was showing empty for the most part. But I think we should be good to go now. This is why the list was unhidden or hidden, showing whatever it is. And then let's come and take a look here. So the Viper is definitely ready to fly then. So blocking terminal, why can't I turn it on or off? Oh, that's a cargo container, that's why. Okay, now we're definitely filled up, so we are doing good. That is fantastic. How much ice do we still have left? 1.2 million. Is this screen showing correctly or not? Yeah, it is renamed. And it is updating over here as well. Interesting. So I'm just gonna wait a bit for the ship to get fully built. Then I'll just move it around real quick just to get the weapon and everything also built there. And just get the connector on the underside just working properly the way it should. So you know what, let me get the thrusters on and just do that real quick. Wow, and the players are still just popping up and down. So the Viper is definitely properly connected. It is slanting down just a tiny bit there at the back. Just because I don't have the blocks down in order to connect the landing gear up. So it was giving me quite a bit of an issue to lock it. So I just took it down a bit further. But with that done, we should be good. Oh boy, finally. Just can't believe the shields are up and running. That was the biggest problem that I had to sort out. We're still decent on gold. So we might just run out of maybe just one of our jump drives not being built. How are we doing on silver? We got 124,000. So we should be able to get our reactors up and running as well. And that shouldn't be too bad. So 32 days of power, not too bad at all. Yeah, I don't really have much to do except for wait. That is the only thing that I have. I don't think I'll be building. You know what? Let's do that. Let's get a small little projector up and running here. Because I will definitely be needing this as well in the future. So let's take a look. If we turn the projector on, I might have to turn off all of the bod repairs for a moment. I've got no connection point somewhere. You know what? Let me do it over here. Okay, I'm just going to drop in here real quick. Hopefully I'm going to have enough in order to do this, because this is taking up steel plates. No, not a conveyor. Oh, it is a cargo container. Okay. I was looking there at the blueprint for the ghost image. So let's just get everything painted. No, that was incorrect. You cheeky bugger. Could have been this one and then the neon lights, I think. Yeah, let's try this again. Yeah, that looks much better. Right, good. So we got this now as a connection point. Just want to drop everything in and then just grab what I need. Might be a few steel plates and just a tiny bit of interior plate should be doing good. And then also, not to forget, build repair systems. They all need to be turned off. So let me do that. There we go. Another player connected. But this is getting quite busy. So in order to get things going, I might have to just search for the projector here. So where's the one? I think this is the one for the other grid. So let me just say small ship, because that is what this hangar will be used for. Then under blueprints, let's search for bugger. Just get the revised one. Where is it? So I think it's going to be this one over here. Let's just copy it to the clipboard and we should be good. So that's going to be 244 blocks. Not too bad at all. Let's see, you need to be, it's going to be pitch or yaw. No, it's going to be the roll. Okay, that's going to be fine. I think I should do it over this way. Yeah, just because of where the sensor is placed, that's going to be the easiest option. Let's get it down low, move it more forward. Right, so we got you basically in line over there. And this should be to the side. Now the interesting thing is I don't have this on a piston like I did there in our hardcore series. So that might cause a tiny issue. Let's see how much is going to be building up first before I get to any conclusions, because we do have the building repairs to help us out as well. It's just the difference in the speed of what you can do with the welders compared to them. It is insane. And then as soon as we disconnect it, that other block over there will be building up as well. So let's get the building repair turn on. And then just take a look at this difference. So if we turn you on, and then just search for all of our welders, it's going to be these. Just rename them station welders. Should be fine, and just get them turned on. Just save it and turn them on. Now just look at the difference. By the time that gets 1 or 2 blocks done, this is already doing a cargo container refinery that we have here on the side. The thrusters are being built. I might have a slight issue there with the batteries, depending if we have some of that power cells already made. So this is causing me quite a bit of lag. That is crazy weird. Well, let me wait for this little guy to be built, then we'll get to renaming everything and just get everything set up properly. Okay, so then for anyone who might be interested in knowing how I set up my little mining ships, so we do use the easy block renaming. What you do is you go over here, then you delete all of your blocks. Then over here in the middle, you add the ship name that you want, then you just select all and just copy it. Then you select prefix, then it's going to put it in front of each and every one of these if you do it correctly. So let's reset the name. Then if we paste it in here, we just select prefix, and that is going to add it to everything. So even the hidden blocks, you have to select this here at the top in order to show it, otherwise you'll never be able to see it. Right, so then over here, now we need to get the thrusters. Just get them all into one little group over here. Then we need to add our connectors. That's going to be important. I don't know what I was trying to write over there. Let's go connectors. And that should be fine. Then we need to add our batteries as well. So let's just paste it and just save it as bats and not bats. There we go, batteries. And then as well as our tank, we don't need to add into a group since we only have the one. Let me think, what else might we need? I want to take a look at the programmable blocks, because if we can get this into a group as well, it might be a little bit easier on the sim speed. So let's just say programs. Oh my goodness, I can't type for anything today. Right, that should be fine. Now we do need to go over to get the HUD back on. So we do have our automaton's timer block over here. This is to disconnect and connect back up from the connector. Then we got our bottom camera. I'm gonna have to rename this manually. And then we got on number 4, I know it's the backwards one. Then 5 is going to be an argument for the PAM script going up, I think. And then 6 is down. And 7, the argument of, I think it's confirm or apply. I just have to go and make sure about it. Let me just go and check. Let me just check here, just to make sure. I think it's going to be this one over here. Let's go to edit. No, that's going to be the auto LCDs. So we should be this one then. Okay, you do need to set up quite a few things over there. That's just here on the LCD. We'll get to renaming that as well. I do wonder, is it going to be in here or not? Okay, you know what? There's a different way of checking it. Let's just run the argument from here. Let's say apply. Run the argument. Okay, so it is going to be apply. Let's just run it again to stop it. So you got up to go upwards, down to go down, and apply to select the list here. Right, so I think that should be everything for the most part. We can almost get this flown somewhere so we can get it filled up. Okay, well, it is full on hydrogen. Thank goodness to the mod there. So for the moment, that argument script is not going to be running. That's because we have to go back in here, go to the program, find the right one, and then just rename it to, in brackets, PAM, all in caps there. And then we have to go over to the cockpit. Where's that going to be now? Get the cockpit. Oh my goodness. Okay, this has to be renamed to PAM. It's going to have to be this one, and then just close it off again. And then we also need to add in LCD, otherwise the rest of it isn't going to be working. So now then, if we press 5, that's going to go up, 6 to go down, and then we can just select the apply on number 7. Right, so on the G menu, I do want to add the group of connectors on here just to disconnect it manually as switch lock for when I'm using the script. And then what else do we have here? Batteries, programs, and thrust. So I don't have to worry about any of those. We select number 2, everything should be turning off. The only thing though is we're going to have to take a look at the timer block and just make sure that it is going to be perfect. So I don't want any delay on this. Definitely select it as silent, otherwise it will bug you like crazy. So let's go over to the groups. On number 1 we can select switch lock. The tank is going to be at number 2. So let's just get this one. Oh, wait a minute, we got a couple of smaller tanks here. Okay, that's interesting. Let's just get them in a group, because we definitely need to refuel them. So that is going to be necessary. So let's go back to our timer block. Then we go to setup actions, get the groups again. So we got our tanks. That's going to be stockpile on and off. Then we got the programmable blocks. I also want to turn on and off. That should be fine. And then we got the thrusters we need to turn on and off. That was to stop the timer block before. And then also our batteries have to go to recharge on and off. And then we just have to go over to the timer block and then just stop it. And that is basically everything that I do. And then just go towards the back then and just make a new blueprint, but don't fall off. It's strange that the ship is not going downwards, but the moment I turn off my jetpack, then I'm just floating down. And then also, just before we do this, I just have to go here. This is going to be Viper Bugger. Oh boy, I forgot about this. You have to paste and rename it. So let's just, oh, come on, don't be like this. Okay, let me just do it like this then. So that's going to be Viper Bugger. So now if I make my blueprint, we'll have one in the same paint scheme as the ship. just all in black. And I'll do the screenshot for this at a later time, but definitely not too bad. I'm just going to go and connect it up there. If I just get the thrust back on again. Right, that should be good to go. So let's go and test it out. The gyro on this is just ridiculously sensitive. It helps out quite a bit on the bigger ships, but the smaller ones though, they're quite interesting. You can crash it ridiculously quick if you're not careful. So if we get this right on top of the connector, we press 2. I know that's going to be offset there, but that is going to be fine. And we should be landed. All of the thrusters are turned off. The refineries can work. They only do the basic stuff here, and they do give you a 33% refine speed, yield rate of 50%, and power efficiency at 100%. And just for something that fits onto a small grid, I really think they are quite handy to have. It's especially handy when you're mining, because it starts refining the stone as you're going through to get your platinum. But I don't think we're doing too bad. We got an extra little ship over here. I'll get a nice little magnetic plate over here, because I don't think it has one at the moment. Just to get it to lock down to there, and it should be much easier to connect it up. I don't think I'll really be using the script on that one, since that will mostly be for me. If I can't get into an asteroid in order to get the material that I want with the nano drill, then I can just disconnect it over there and just go and collect some. It's going to make it much easier. So I do think we're going to be back on track in the next episode. Definitely we'll be going out to go and take a look if we can scout some other players, because that one got my ass handed to me, and I'm definitely not going to sacrifice my ship a second time this closely. We'll definitely go back at a later time. I'm still looking at different ships that I might want to build. If anyone has any ideas on a really good blueprint ship there in the workshop, definitely let me know. Then I'll take a look at maybe building one of them. And we can also modify it throughout the series in order to compensate for our needs. Move weapons, and I will also be working on the Viper here just to get a couple more weapons placed down and just see how that works out. But if this ship goes down again, we're definitely going to be building a different ship. So I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you there in the next one. Alpha Blazed, out.